Everybody, it is me, Knight, and as you can see, I'm much better. I am indeed much better than I was last weekend. And today, I'm bringing you what was the title of this video, the Loot Anime Crate. Now, I don't remember anything that was in this crate. Maybe because there really wasn't much advertising for it. All I know is it's the October theme. um, yeah, overall, I am feeling much better for all you people that see my last video. Got more enthusiastic in there. My throat is much, much, much better. The only problem I have right now is, well, a little still congestion. It's gonna linger for a bit, but other than that, doing all right. Didn't have much coughing, unfortunately. Which usually when I have a cold, that's the last thing that comes. And come this time, maybe I just am overall feeling better. So anyway, I don't know what was in the Loot Anime Crate this month because I don't remember. I probably found out about it at the start of the month, and I haven't heard a fucking thing since. Can't do very much about that. So I guess we'll see. It's going to be a whole surprise and new thing for me. I might find out what it is when we get to the poster that they usually put in there, if there is one. Because there have been a few occasions where in the normal loot crate and even in the DX one where I didn't get the little pamphlet or whatever. So we'll find out. In 3, 2, 1, let's see what we got. Oh, now I have to remember. It was a food-related one. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. So I guess we'll start with it. We got the Good Smile Company. I love... Okay, so these animes, I really have no idea what they're all about outside of, I know they're food related. So, yeah, this is gonna be a new experience. I think this is why I had no idea what it was all about. I was not really hyped up for this. Alright. Is this taped? It looks like it's taped. Cut into this house looking thing. I know that this is somewhat of a popular character, at least I feel like it is. I think the reason why I kind of know that is because I've seen this character several times before on Twitter, even Imgur at times. So it has to be probably a popular character in my eyes. And there's another piece of tape. Really? This doesn't seem like a thing that needs to be taped up all that much. Alright, so open that side. And they tape the other side. Because, sure, why not? That seems like a thing to do. You know, I got other things to do, create here. I don't want to keep opening up tape. Thank you. Are we good? Is there no more tape? Can I put this away? Okay, so what is it? Well, it's something. It looks like a figure of some sort. Of course, there's more tape on this. But this one, it's bubble wrap. We don't care. We pop the bubbles anyway. Okay. When we dig in, we'll play with that later. Because it's bubble wrap that is indeed the best. So it is somewhat of a statue of, well, that character. You can see the stand right there. I don't know who this character is. I have no idea. I've never watched this anime. I don't prefer to watch this type of anime anyway. If I can open the bag, it would be really nice. Thank you. Let's get the stand. Well, okay, it's somewhat of a stand. I don't know how they stand on it. Okay. You have a trash bag right there. Alright. Yeah, this is new to me. Is it just supposed to just stand on top of this where there's nothing to grip it at all? I guess that's my only guess. There's an instruction booklet in here. Okay, let's tell me how. Thank you. I'd like that. Well, they show me pictures because it doesn't. Okay, so Handling instructions, which I'm going to need to go through this a little bit. No, it didn't tell me a fucking thing. It's just there to talk to me about how to handle this. I don't know. I don't see the point of having this right here when there is literally no way to connect it to it. As you see, it's just flat. It's a piece of plastic that's circular. Um, I think it stands on its own anyway. So yeah, here's a good look at it. She's holding a Coke, it seems. She likes cola. That was kind of the whole point. It's just not focusing. Focus. Focus. Focus, focus. It doesn't want to focus. You kind of get the point. It's just this character holding what looks to be a Coca-Cola bottle. That's the majority of it. All right. I still don't. Okay. What is this? This is something. It looks like to be a piece of food, like an egg with a piece of bacon wrapped around it, and it has a face. That's how I describe it, because that's what it looks like. And I mean, the reason I know that's what it looks like because it's dead giveaway with the piece of bacon that's on it. At least it looks like bacon to me. It's a plush toy. Well, somewhat of a plush toy. It feels more like a beanbag toy. Is there anything in here that can tell me what the fuck this is? Sanrio Original. Nope. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Except that there's a piece of writing here that I can't read because it's in bright fucking yellow and white. And it's in Japanese, so I can't even read it anyway. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a piece of bacon on the top, on an egg, okay? And the yolk is the one that's smiling, and it has arms and legs, and I'm going, what? I've said what the fuck Japan on some certain videos before when friends link them to me and I say, what the fuck? I don't think I've ever said it on a Loot Crate video, but what the fuck? Why? I mean, I like eggs. I like bacon. But why? Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon. I don't know. I don't know. I, oh, I'm just gonna move on. Oh, Naruto. We got a bowl. Ah, yes, yes. The bowl where Naruto eats his ramen. As you can see in there, it's his typical ramen stuff. But it's a Naruto bowl. I'm not mad about this. At least it's something recognizable. Because what the fuck? And this one, I recognize the character. I just don't know her name because it looks like a female character to me. I don't know the name of the anime that she's in. I don't know. At least this being a Naruto item, I can recognize, and it's a bowl. It's a ramen bowl, but it's a bowl nonetheless. So at least it's something, and it seems practical in a food design crate. Now I don't know what this theme was called. I just know it was food related. So yeah, we got a bowl. We're gonna put the egg in here. We're gonna put these in here because it works. We have. Okay. I don't know what this is. Is this a flag? This is a Food Wars item. I'm not sure what the top says, but I think it's Kuma Bear. Put it house. I'm guessing that's what it says. Never heard of this. I've never heard of this anime. What is this? And I don't want to take it out. because it looks like to be a bigger item than it is. Um, aha. Okay, so this phone charm. The phone charm is, well, a spoon with a sundae, ice cream sundae. I'm not mad. That makes sense. We have a manga book, or at least I think it's a manga book. Yes, it is. Different type of paperback. No, there's a hardcover and there's paperback. This is more of a different type of paperback. It's not glossy. It's not laminated or anything. This actually feels like a piece of paper or really hard cardboard. It is of it's a sweetness lightning. I have no idea if that's the name of this manga. I've never heard of it. Um, we'll get to that when we get to the poster that's in here. Maybe we'll find out what it is about. I'm assuming it's the first volume. It's made by what is this? Kodansha Comics, and it's a Loot Crate exclusive. It's not for resale, which, by the way, people will sell this. So overall, that looks to be all the items. This is the inside of the crate. As you can see, it looks like a lunchbox. Or bento, if you want to go with that. And so we got this. Yeah, this has been kind of a what the fuck crate. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea why they kind of made the design that they chose and what the items were. Open. Okay, so we have this upside down. So, there you go. Mascot of this particular crate is at a restaurant eating a lot of food. More like sweets, but yes. So what do we got? We have what the phone charm was called, the delicious phone charm. We have the Naruto ramen bowl, which was exclusive. We have the Sweetness and Lightning manga volume 1, so that's what it was called. They didn't have "and" anywhere on that, but okay. I'll just feel like that's how it's said. We have Gudetama plush, so that was the egg and bacon plush toy. Still, what the fuck? Himoto Yumaru-chan I Love Cola trading figure. Just, that is exactly what it is. You just stand it on that piece of plastic. It has no connections. It will fall off of it, but you put it on that piece of plastic. Something's amiss with that. And then the Kuma Bear. So Food Wars Kuma Bear cosplay apron. So it is an apron. Yeah. Yeah, this was a thing. Okay, so what's the good, what's the bad, what's the ugly? Well, the good is, well, besides the phone charm, the good is the bowl and the manga and the apron. Because, a few reasons. One, reading material. I always like it when they give us mangas because it gives me a reason to read. That's the first thing. It also gives me a reason to try out new animes, try to see what's different, what they think is a good recommendation. Because after Naruto pretty much ended, I really haven't been watching anime. The only anime I've watched was Super. Dragon Ball Super. Okay? So, and that's the only one I still watch. As terms of mangas, I'm just now getting into like Hellsing and stuff like that. So it is kind of like I'm at a crossroads where there's not very much interesting me. So to get mangas to try to get me interested in different animes is great. Problem is, I'm not interested in food anime. I'm not interested in a lot of stuff. I'm very action oriented, so that's why I like DBZ. I do like Naruto. I do like Hellsing. I'm interested in the action style animes. There's also Yu-Gi-Oh, which I like the animes more than I like the manga, because they're more action-packed, and I do love playing the card game. So it was kind of like that. But I've fallen kind of out of that type of anime for the last few years because they've kind of went the wrong way. It got boring. It's pretty much the same shit over and over and over. Whereas DBZ kind of changes it up, gives us a different type of villain with different abilities and stuff like that. Or Hellsing, which I've only seen the Ultimate series. I haven't seen the original yet, and I have the original. Hellsing, really perfect time to watch it was in October, which is when I was able to. Like this month, I was just like, fuck yeah, watching vampires kick the shit out of each other and show some horrific scenes. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, off topic. As far as the apron goes, it's a costume. It's good material up to a point. But it would have been better if they gave us an actual apron like they did with the Breaking Bad one like a year or so ago in the normal crate, where they gave us an actual apron. This one, as far as costume, I get it. It's cosplay. It makes it well on the theme of anime because people cosplay and stuff. But the problem I have with this, if anything, is the fact that it is cosplay. It's not usable. Although, technically, you probably could just use it anyway. That, and it's very, very, very one-sided on gender. This whole box is, really. I'm not complaining, because I expect that with anime. Loot anime. So, outside of the gender problem here, this is not a bad thing to have if you're trying to make a cosplay based on the anime you're using right here, Food Wars. So, if you're going to cosplay that at a convention or something like that, hey, you got a piece here, and they just saved you a lot of work. Now, the only problem I might have with it is does it fit? And I ain't going to test that out to find out, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't fit me. The bull is just a bull. You know, it's a collector's bull because you don't really want to use it, but it's still a bull. Like, you could use it. You just don't want to, really. As for this, it's a plush toy. Well, it's more like a bean baby because it has like the bean things inside of it. But yeah, it's a plush toy, but it's of an egg and a piece of bacon on top of it. What else is there to say? What the fuck, Japan? I I don't know what else to say about it. Like, legit, I'm just like, what the fuck? It makes no sense to me. As far as this, at least this somewhat makes sense to me. It's a little statue or figurine. It's a really good design for being a figurine. My only problem is this. It's a stand, but nothing connects to the stand to keep the figure on it. So why the fuck is it there? Do I glue this bitch to it, you know? It's one of those things where you don't really need the stand. I don't see the point of it, you know? There's nothing connects to the stand, which how does work, you know? Plus, this thing can seemingly just stand on its own. I don't even really have to try. It's because of how big the back area is. If you look hard enough, you see the little stubby legs, and it's just like a kickstand at that point. You just have it stand like that. So this becomes even more useless than it already was. And then, of course, the bowl, which is just fantastic. We'll do this so it can get in there. What do I give this? Considering it's not directed towards me, it feels very kid oriented. More girlish too. Um, Mainly because of the apron. Uh, if it was me and it was just a personal opinion, I'd give it a 6, which would be the lowest it's ever given. If I'm giving it on quality, it's an 8 because as for the items itself, like this isn't that bad of a plush. Just feeling it has the Beanie Baby design to it. The bacon actually looks like bacon, but it's not cooked. The egg looks like an egg, except freakish outside of the looks. But it's in good material, good fabric. The figurine feels like vinyl, but it's highly detailed to look like the character it's representing. The only thing it's missing is maybe a look on the Coca-Cola bottle, because that's what it looks like to me. And it should look like that to you if you look hard enough. It has a red cap. It has everything. I have an empty one right here. It looks similar to this, just not this big, obviously. So, yeah, overall, it's very, very, very fine detailed. The only problem I have with it is the stand. The bowl looks like a Naruto bowl. The apron looks pretty decent. I don't know how the fabric is, but for cosplay, it's good enough, I guess. And you got a nice little manga book to kind of even things out. I'd give it an 8 on quality. I'd give it a 6 on personally for me because it has really less interest than it ever needed to have. So I guess the overall would be a 7 out of 10. If I was going to give it as a recommendation, I wouldn't recommend this particular crate. Unless you like the stuff in it, like if you like this character and Loot Crate decides to put out either this crate as separate or buy this thing as separate, then go for it, I guess. But the real big item that I have any interest in here in keeping besides the manga book is really the bowl, because I do like Naruto. I've always liked the show. So the bowl has somewhat of an interest for me. But everything else, I'm going like, eh. Like, part of me just wants to give this to, like a little kid. Most of the stuff does, I can think of one person that in my family that is young enough to probably take the apron off my hands. Like I might give it to that kid, but that kid's really, really young to the point where I don't think she is old enough to wear it. So, which, yeah, that's really all there is. So yeah, it's a 7 out of 10. It does have a lot of flaws. The problem I have with it is that it's really directed towards an audience that likes food-related anime. And I'm not saying all food-related animes are bad. I'm just saying you have to like that genre to really be into this crate. That's the first thing. The second thing I have a slight problem with is that it's really directed towards little children, essentially. Little kids. And a good portion of it seems to be pushed towards girls. Like a good portion of the stuff is. Now, I'm not saying guys can't like this stuff. I'm just saying it feels that's where it's being pushed to. It's the color scheme. It's the items you got out of it. It just feels like this was more of a girl's crate than it should have been. Like, this doesn't feel like a balance. It does have a balance if you do like the characters. If you watch those shows, you would collect this stuff. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but that's how it feels. It feels like it's pointed to that direction of the audience. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed this content. I try to make it better if I can. Whether you want me to put music or not, if you need me to have better lighting in here, because right now I don't have my bedroom light on, and it's closed, and I know it's getting darker because of the weather outside. So I can always brighten up the room if you need that. And yeah, just give me feedback in general. I like to know if you can hear my voice very well, is it clear, stuff like that. Because I know sometimes in the video, this microphone does not like to pick up my voice, and it's been a kind of a running problem. I haven't figured that out. I don't know if it's just the computer's sound system or what. I might need to get a different type of microphone. The reason I get this is because it's just cheaper this way. Although this wasn't a cheap headset. Um. So yeah. Anyways, I like I said, 7 out of 10. Really got nothing else to say. I should be getting my Loot Gaming next week. I got the shipping information for it, so it should be coming in soon. This one just happened to get shipped well ahead of it. Why, I don't know. I guess they had to hold off on the gaming one a little bit longer. And so that should be something to look forward to. And I will put up that video when it comes out. I know last month's Loot Gaming I didn't, and it was just at a rough time. And the video I had unfortunately deleted thinking I did upload, and I realized, oh, I didn't. And I don't feel like redoing that one. So, yeah, I'll make sure to at least get you the next one. I think that one actually is pretty good. Now, as far as Loot Anime for next month, I don't remember what it was themed because I think they released it, but it looked pretty good. It looked like really, really good. I think it was going to be a little action style animes again, so I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.